But yeah, it's a versatile bait, and you can do a lot with it. I've just always been kind of frugal with all my baits, and you know, creative with the way I rig things. But yeah, so that's that. It's summertime, like I said, skipping docks, working on the ledge deep. Now there are guys in California that taught me some stuff this year, and this is really cool. And you guys can Google this one too, or look it up. It's a video of the double boom boom rig. So take a look at this. If you guys get a chance online, type in the double boom boom rig. They're basically doing like what you would do with a double fluke, a three-way swivel though. I think they're using a full-on three-way swivel, a shorter leader, the 4.5 inch, and then the 6 inch on a longer leader. And they're bombing this out, and they're just slowly dragging about 6 to 8 foot of water. And they are absolutely wrecking them and winning tournaments. So something for you guys to try out here. I'm gonna be playing, this all kind of came about last season, kind of after the bite, so I'm excited to go try it. That's what's cool about this thing. It's like, I keep learning too. So you know, that's gonna open up a whole can of worms. Now, it's probably not legal in my tournaments to be throwing 2 baits like that, but for fun, you know, they kind of took the Alabama rig away from us, and well, they never really gave it to us to throw, but some other events they let you do it. But yeah, any other questions on that? Anything? So that's the optimum bait.
Fred, backtracking for a second.
Yeah.
You mentioned in a couple of slides earlier, you mentioned the scent.
Scent, yeah.
Is that an all the time thing, or is it just a specific thing, or is it a specific scent? Like,
I mean, I've just always used scent. I love scent, so I always try to find one that works. And it seems like with a swim bait, I haven't had any bad days with like Mega Strike. It's like a gel paste, and it's just a little tiny bit goes a long way. You don't have to put a bunch of this stuff on there. I think this new stuff we were talking about earlier, the bait fuel would be a great one for it because it's real slick. Anything that you can put on that hook. I mean, if you're not using the Hayabusa like I got with that coating, you want to make sure it slides with that plastic nice. So I think bait fuel is going to be a good one for that. I've been playing with that, like I said, on soft plastics, and it's been great, like worms and stuff.
Talk about the sink rate stuff. I think I saw I shot you were actually like using like
Yeah, so
talk about that.
Yeah, so when we get into the fall a little bit, well, I mean, once we get past summer, even in the summertime, I'll even they've got a hook that doesn't have the weight on it, and I'll throw it weightless, and I'll just throw it over the thickest grass like you would a frog, and I'll just kind of twitch it and rip it weightless. Straight braid when I'm doing this. Just like the same rod you're throwing a frog with and everything. The cool thing about it is once it hits that little open pocket, it's swimming through like a swim bait, and it just kind of looks like a shad getting flickered. So shad spawn, it's a killer way to catch fish. You can throw that right down the edge of a dock, rip wrap, and just shake it, and it's just so soft. We went to a real soft rubber on the solid white one, and it's like, I mean, it just wiggles. So it's excellent in the shad spawn scenarios. If you see like that first daylight, that first 30 minutes in the morning, if you've got an area where you're seeing activity, that is when it is money. And I love it because it seems to trigger bigger bites. And then as far as sink rate, so with the Hayabusa, you know, you can go like to 3/16 on that 7-outs. If you're getting these warming trends, you get a little bit of a cold front, and you just slow the bait down a little bit, I'll go to a 3/16 in that super skinny water I was talking about. And that sometimes makes a difference from getting bit and not, from the 1/4 ounce to a little bit lighter 3/16. Same size hook, everything else, same owner, spring, 20 pound, all that's the same. It's just a little bit lighter, and it can allow you to fish a little bit slower in that shallow, skinny water. Yeah.
What was that number for that hook again?
It's called a 958.
That's the owner or
The Hayabusa. Yeah, I'm trying to get him to make a bigger one for my 6-inch because I love that hook. Like, it is the weight and where it's located on it and everything. It just, when you can actually feel my swim bait when you're reeling it in. It feels like a bladed jig. I mean, you fish it in the same areas. You fish it where you would, like you used to throw a spinner bait before that. I mean, it's